Well, it starts simple,
Yeah.
a stolen chicken. But believe me, it gets weird.
Yeah, it really does. We're looking at these excerpts from a text detailing this whole incident in a village called Prestwich.
And our mission really is to unpack the, let's say, humorous legal mess that came from what seems like a simple mistake, a misunderstanding.
Okay, so let's get into it. The main character is Christopher Cunliffe, sometimes goes by Neville Pugglesworth.
Bit of an alias there.
Yeah, he's a retired engineer, likes a bargain, likes his shed, but, and this is key, doesn't know much about birds, poultry specifically.
Right, and that lack of knowledge is crucial.
Yeah.
So the pivotal moment happens when Neville spots this bird
Okay.
behind Mrs. Dobbin's shed.
And he thinks.
He thinks chicken, and then immediately Sunday roast, gravy, mint sauce apparently. He really didn't like what he called foreign muck sauce.
Very specific taste. Okay, so he sees this bird, thinks it's dinner.
Exactly. But here's the twist. This wasn't just some random chicken wandering about.
Oh.
This was Sir Clucklesworth III, a prize cock, apparently quite famous, locally anyway, from the Ostrich
A
Pub.
prize cock, serious.
Right, apparently quite flamboyant, strutted around, crowed a lot, and get this, 327 followers on Instagram.
Wow, okay. An influencer cock.
Pretty much. So Neville's simple dinner plan suddenly involves minor celebrity poultry theft.
So inevitably, this ends up in court. Picture the scene. Neville's looking pretty downcast.
Yeah, apparently holding just a blank piece of paper, maybe his defense notes, or maybe just blank. The seriousness is hitting him.
So what was his defense? Did he have one?
He did. He swore, and he swore on his camera collection
Just a camera collection.
that he genuinely, honestly thought Sir Clucklesworth was just a regular, edible chicken, just a normal bird.
You can almost picture him saying it, completely earnest. Did anyone buy that?
Well, the judge seemed a bit skeptical, pointed out Sir Clucklesworth's rather distinctive features, such as the gold-plated name tag.
Gold-plated.
Yep. And the fact that he apparently crowed Rule Britannia every single day. Not your average chicken behavior, you know?
Definitely not. So, plea time, what does Neville say?
He pleads not guilty, claims it was an honest mistake, anyone could have made it,
Right.
describes the bird as feathery, a bit confused looking, a bit like me.
Oh, dear. How did that go down?
Reports say the courtroom sort of erupted, and Sir Clucklesworth himself, who was there in an ornate cage, apparently let out a very judgmental squawk.
You couldn't make this up. Okay, so, the verdict.
Guilty, as you might expect. Neville was reportedly shocked, like truly stunned.
Compared it to finding out malt bread was illegal, I read.
Something like that, yeah. And he still tried to argue he'd only borrowed Sir Cluckles.
Borrowed.
Yeah, you know, with a preheated oven waiting.
Yeah.
Just borrowing. For roasting purposes.
Right. Okay, so guilty. What was the sentence? Must have been significant for stealing a prize-winning, Instagram-famous cock.
You'd think so. But here's another twist. The judge. Well, the judge seemed to actually accept part of Neville's story.
Really? Which part?
The part about him being genuinely clueless. The judge apparently said Neville's inability to tell a chicken from a cock would haunt my dreams, but ultimately decided it was genuine ignorance. So the sentence was a £5 fine.
£5. That's it. £5.
Just £5. Neville was understandably thrilled. Big grin, shook the judge's hand.
Did he apologize to Sir Clucklesworth?
He gave him a bow, apparently, and vowed never to steal poultry again. Unless, he added, it was very clearly labeled.
Good grief, what a story. So the takeaway here...
Oh, it's a pretty funny, a clear case of mistaken identity, but also how assumptions, and maybe not knowing your birds, can lead you down a really weird path.
Absolutely. It just shows how easily things can spiral from a simple lack of specific knowledge. Unexpected consequences all around.